beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to Essence Divine. My name is Sabrina, and in today's pick a card reading, I'm doing the healing and the balance of the divine masculine, divine feminine energies. To preface, every human being has both of these energies within us, and it's that blending of these two energies together that makes us more whole. So for hundreds and thousands of years, the divine feminine energy has been suppressed, and her wounded ego energies have been highlighted, I guess, which are insecurities and her neediness and her victimhood and manipulative ways, like very not what the truly divine feminine is. But we can't take it away from the divine masculine energy as well. His wounded ego has been highlighted as well, like his competitiveness, aggression, his mind control, his authoritativeness that is not for the better of humanity, but to bring it down. So it's almost like 2021, we're coming into this era, heading into the new earth, where we are in major need of bringing up both of these energies, like lifting them up to their greatness that they are. The woman has never been able, the divine feminine has never been able to express herself fully without being shut down. And it's thousands of years in the making. So her energy is like moving up, and it's needed in this age of Aquarius. It's like we're looking to the divine feminine energy to bring us out, to heal us, to nurture the world, because it's enough now. We're doing away with this mind control, with this fear, right? With this manipulation. This no longer can work in this age of Aquarius. So I said, let's do a pick a card reading to see how we can heal these energies, because we all have these energies, whether you were male or female. The divine feminine is like this left side of us. It's the creativity inside you, the expressiveness, the healer in you, the intuitive, the inner knowing. The divine feminine, it has an inner knowing that she doesn't need to look outside. She is within. She doesn't need to look outside for advice or for help, because she knows the next step that she needs to take. She's always been like this, but she always was shut down, right? So now we're entering into this era where the divine feminine is taking power. She's standing in her ground, but not in an aggressive way, but in a knowing way, in like a divinely guided way. Her full expression is going to be praised for once, right? We're getting into this era where there's full respect for the feminine energy. The feminine energy is, like I said, the feminine energy belongs in a man as well. So it's take it not as only the female, right? But if you can see that part of yourself, then there's that part that we need to work on as well. Like the divine feminine energy speaks from her heart, not her mind. She doesn't have to do so much like the masculine has to act and be the warrior energy. She doesn't have to do. She could do nothing, but her voice is heard. This is the difference, which is phenomenal. That's why we need them both together. The divine masculine energy is the yang energy. It's that warrior energy. It's that acting energy. They act, right? The emperor is that Aries, I act. The empress is I love. It's all about relationships, about friendships and nurturing. She's usually the foundation of relationships, whether it comes to family, love, their mates, whatever it is, even at work. They're usually, the feminine energy is usually what attracts people to her, right? The divine masculine doesn't mean that he doesn't attract people to him. He's just more of the responsible, right? But we're looking for the positive divine masculine, the new divine masculine energy that's coming in, not that wounded ego one with all this like manipulation. We're looking at the one that's accountable, that's responsible, that does everything for the highest and greatest good of humanity. The one that is present, who doesn't judge other people, the one who is supportive, a man of his word. It's like there are like the differences is that where the female, the divine feminine is represented by a circle, right? Cyclical, moon cycles, right? Fertility, birth, and he's represented by linear, straight line. He's direct. So if that's something that we can look at, but she's like within, without, receiving, giving. If we have to look at dualities of these two energies together, but this is what brings us together, right? We don't want to just be receiving all the time. We want to be giving as well. He's like a divine feminine energy is about being. Be in the present. Be with yourself. Be kind. Be compassionate. He's all about doing. Do what you need to do. So this is why they work so well together. And this is why the Empress and the Emperor in the tarot reading is the perfect match. Because they're both independent. They both don't need each other to survive. But they desire to be with each other because he needs her healing energy. He needs her advice. Because she stands tall in her truth. And he needs that, even though he's like that warrior energy, he's gonna go for it. Sometimes he might act without thinking. She's there to give him the bigger picture. It's the same thing with her, with him, with her. She needs that person to just go out there and do what she needs to be done, get done, right? And it's okay. In this tarot reading, or in this pick a card reading, what I'm gonna do is pull out 3 cards for the Empress and see how you're embracing these energies. What is it that you need to let go of, perhaps? What is it? Are you still like stuck in your wounded ego? So there's just like a process to see, and the same with the Emperor. And then we're going to look at it as a whole and see how we can balance them together, how we can merge them so that you become whole and complete and strong and loving and a healer and a warrior, all in one. All right. I hope this clarified what this reading is all about, and also maybe spark something inside you to take a look at and try to better understand yourself with, because it's, everything that you're going through is part of this ascension process, or everything that you're going through is part of living as a human, as a light in a human body. So nothing you're doing is wrong. There's no right and there's no wrong. So just do. But there's nothing wrong with questioning. There's nothing wrong with listening inside in your heart. And try not to for your ego to rule your world. All right then. So now you have a chance to meditate on your cards and pick the best cards that resonate with you. And then I'll see you in the reading. Hello, my Padawans. For those of you who picked this beautiful divine feminine and divine masculine duo over here, let us look at the cards. So I pulled out all the cards to avoid the shuffling time. So here we go. So the Empress is the divine feminine energies, what it is that you need to embrace, what is it that you need to let go of, if there's any other energies that we need to pay attention to that we're bringing in from our past lives, maybe. So, and the same with the Emperor. So let's check out the Empress. Queen of Wands. That's amazing. That's the fighting warrior. She's like fiercely protective. She's confident. She knows who she is. She's self-assured. So basically, this is what we need to embrace. She makes an impression on everybody, right? She's charismatic, she's fiery energy, she's an Aries, she's like a doer. So this is let's look at them all. Boom. Queen of Pentacles. Oh my god. The Queen of Pentacles is exactly that. She's grounded, she's one with nature, as we can see in this card, but she's very elegant, luxurious, and doesn't always have to be like material. She just knows quality, and she's willing to nurture and heal and offer her heart and her lifestyle, which is very abundant, to everyone around her. Wow. 10 of Wands. This is good. So 10 of Wands is probably what we need to release. I picked the bottom of a deck because that's what I do with all my readings. So we'll look at this after. 10 of Wands. Interesting. I love this energy. So we're here with this Empress energy and this divine feminine energy, with like us, whoever picked pile number 1. Obviously you are very sure of yourself. You're in your own. I'm getting a message here, and I feel like, interesting, the 10 of Wands is here to show up for you, because we see these 3 like spiritual high beings, like high consciousness beings right here, but yet we see the 10 of Wands, and I'm feeling this 10 of Wands is here for someone who probably isn't living up to their potential, probably who is not really seeing herself as this worthy, positive survivor, visionary, right? This spiritual being of light, or seeing herself as or seeing yourself, whether you're male or female, seeing yourself as this centered, grounded person. And the 10 of Wands, like he's here saying that you are, this is not everybody, but some of you, I feel like you're not seeing this potential in you, and they're saying it's time to release those wounded egos, right? That wounded ego that we were like forced to embrace, and now it's time to release all that. It's time to, like, as this card here, right? It's a beautiful card. It's like angel wings, birth. It's time to be reborn again. The birth, everything that you want, all those energies that you want to embrace, all those new, all that strength that you've like kept hidden, or all these ideas that you kept hidden because you thought maybe people were going to make fun of you, or they're going to just like, yeah, it's like, that's over. Because we're entering into a new era, and the divine feminine energy needs to be highlighted, needs to be praised again. And this is really interesting. So I'm going to do the Emperor, which is the divine masculine, and then we're going to do these. So let's see what's the 10 of Pentacles. Nice. The Wheel of Fortune. The King of Wands. Wow. Lots of Queen and King energy. Wow. So the 10 of Pentacles is this. It's like, it's exactly what the Emperor is about, what the divine masculine is about. So the 10 of Pentacles is all about bringing in the money, right? Being the responsible one, and that's being the one that takes care of business. That's the traditional way of being, right? Of how it used to be. But it's fine, and it's okay to embrace that again. I like that. And then the Wheel of Fortune is all about divine timing, and luck is on your side, or the karmic wheel. So this is really an interesting reading. And the King of Wands, he's like the natural born leader. He's an inspiration. He's a role model. He can manifest anything you want. He's like confident. Sometimes he's almost superhuman. So interesting energies. So here we're your divine, whoever picked the pile 1, your divine masculine energies are on point. You're charismatic. you're at the right time. You're at the right place at the right time, kind of thing. Your karma is in check, and whatever it is that you're working on, whether it's a business or a job or projects or something, it's like coming into play, and you're very highly divinely masculine. It's working. It's that part of your energy is very balanced, but maybe they're also coming in and saying it's okay to be supremely responsible and like have this power, but maybe because the King of Wands, the Leo energy, could be like, don't be so cocky about it. Try and merge these two together. Like these are such a powerful energy. There's power energies here. Bring them together. Bring them. There's just this self-worth, this lack of self-worth, which is not your fault because it's been like this for hundreds of years. We've always been pushed down. So and here you have these beautiful queens, and the queen energy is here, like telling you it's time to embrace those energies. It's time to remember who you are on the feminine side. As far as the masculine side, it's like, you're someone who acts, who does, who's a doer. You make money. You whatever you do, you're always like doing something, and it's always been somehow it's always worked out for you, because your destiny, it always seems like destiny's has been on your side, which is great. We're heading into an era that doesn't need competition. It's being the best of the best and all this. It's about harmonizing, like community. So this is really interesting. Let's see the bottom of these decks. Of this. Oh my god. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is all about, she's like, these two, she's a fire and earth sign. It's fiery sign. It's like dynamic, right? It's very highly creative, where the Queen of Pentacles is grounded, Mother Earth, connection with the divine. The Queen of Swords is all about connection with self, in a sense, like she doesn't care about anyone else. Like she's the opposite of the Ten of Wands, where she doesn't she believes in her word. Her word is impeccable to her, and she stands by it with dignity and like pride. Like you can see, she just stands. She's very comfortable in her skin, the Queen of Swords. This is also a Libra card. Like this is Aries. This is a Capricorn, a Libra. So very fiery energies here, and so this is like a really important message. This Empress energy here is like a stand in your own. Like you look at these three queens, man. Like you can't get any better than this. So it's like this lack of there's some of you that are fearing taking the next step, or you don't really believe in your worth. I feel this very energy even amongst all these queens. So it's time to step into that power of yours. Let's see what the Strength card. This is a Leo. Like an Aries, Taurus, Libra. That's interesting. So strength. So I mean, that's what it is. So your masculine energy is very strong. It's very powerful. So you're very balanced. Pile number one. You just have a little bit of work to do on your confidence, your self-esteem, and it's a general reading, so I can't like be like, oh, it's about love and it's about. I don't see it really about being in love here or business in any sense. I think it's really a personal journey here. So it's finding that worth inside you, for lack of a better word, but finding that going in and finding that love inside you again. This is what I'm feeling here. Like having that knowing, inner knowing with this Queen's energy that you got this, right? You can go forward into this new age. You have to know that you can birth, that you're divinely guided the whole way. And here it's like the energy of doing, which is really interesting because, you know, within, without, being, doing, right? So it's you have the capacity to be to serve for your highest and greatest good, especially with the strength card that shows up here. So let's keep it that way, and let's try and step away from being overly aggressive or overly obnoxious when it comes to your power and your strength. All right, so little pieces of advice for you to balance these energy, but overall, pile number one, I mean, it's very positive and very impactful, and you definitely have a path. You're definitely on this journey. You have a lot of strength, a lot of high energy, a lot of high vibration. Keep those vibrations high. Keep doing what you're doing, but come down a little bit and release all that no longer serves you. All right, pile number one, I love you, and check out the other piles, because why not? Or check out my other readings online. Love you. Bye. Hello, pile number two, and welcome to this divine feminine, divine masculine energy reading. So if you didn't watch my blurb, I'm going to talk about how we can balance these both of these energies together. We all have these energies within us. So this is more the inner, and this is more the outer. This is more our healing and nurturing side of ourselves, and this is more of the warrior in us, the doer, the one who acts, right? So I pulled out these three cards, and then these are the bottom of the decks, and we're going to look at what we need to embrace or we need to let go of. So let us begin. Empress, Ten of Cups, that's beautiful. The Knight of Cups, how beautiful these energies, cup, healing, nurturing energies. The Ace of Wands, okay, this I'll pick later. So the Ten of Cups, I mean, that's like harmony. That's bringing together the family. So, and the Knight of Cups is romance, is bringing in again like these emotional healing. And the Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands is like a new, it's divine source, it's new beginnings, it's the connection to source. So it's very interesting. So what am I getting here? So the pile number two, either you are very family oriented, like you love your house, you love the Empress here, she's it's like harvest, she loves to grow, you're a gardener, you love to cook with your family, you love to do all these things. So this is very positive part of this energy, but very love, very idealistic. I feel like you're, some of you are easily brokenhearted. You easily get into relationships where you give a lot to other people, but you're very family oriented. And this Ace of Wands is this connection to source, fiery energy as well. So it's very interesting because here it's this divine knowing, which is who you are. And you come from a place of love, you listen to your heart, right? So it's it embraces a lot of this divine feminine energy, but I'm feeling like a lot of you have had a hard time when it comes to relationships in this pile, where you you've given a lot of yourself, your soul, your heart to people, whether it was a partner, a family member, a friend, and even though there's like happiness here, Ten of Cups is like harmony, but I'm feeling this energy where maybe it's time to, you see like this, the Knight of Cups is usually like a declaration of love, but here she's like underwater, by the way, and she's having a heart-to-heart with this seahorse, and the seahorse is very slow moving and saying maybe you need to slow down a bit. Maybe you need to luxuriate in yourself. Learn to love yourself again, and do it in a way that, because a lot of people, what we tend to do is feel like selfish, right? If we're taking care of ourselves and not taking care of everyone else around us. And this is like an energy, again, the feminine energy that has been brought to us throughout these years of, it's like the finger pointing towards us, saying, oh, well, you come on, man, you have to be the perfect mother, you have to be the perfect boss, you have to be the perfect worker, you have to be the perfect mate, you have to be the perfect friend. But that's not the way it works in life, right? So I think that I'm feeling this energy here, even though they're beautiful, the cards, that I'm feeling like you have given a lot for everyone else in your lifetime. And they're asking you right now that in going into this new earth, that you need to come back to yourself. Come back to yourself. Definitely there's happiness for you coming now or in the future. There's like, I feel like there's this, come on, he's so cute, this laughing Buddha, but it's this very embodiment of joy. There's just this, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling you guys need to start thinking about you a bit more. Let's look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Chariot. Awesome. Chariot is like is a Cancer card, so it's all about home and family, and again, so very interesting. You know, usually the Chariot card is like a fast-moving card, like moving to the next decision or solution. It's like coming, but it's also an ego card. So, and perhaps, like, again, it's this wounded ego of victimhood kind of thing that we were almost forced upon us to make us go and feel those things. We had to, like, oh no, it was almost okay to feel like a victim, but it's not, right? Victimhood is like keeping you in the low vibe energies. And this is coming here to tell you, okay, it's time to lift yourself out of these energies that have kept us down and that have been acceptable for us to feel, but they're not, because they just kept us low in low vibration. So here the Chariot card says it's time to rise, right? It's time to rise outside, rise out of this low frequency energies. Wow. I like that. Because Divine Feminine is the future. So let's see, Divine Masculine, what's going on here? Seven of Pentacles. Patience, which is the Temperance card. The Knight of Wands. Interesting, okay. Interesting energies here. So Seven of Pentacles is an energy of planting seeds and waiting for something to grow. Patience is patience. Interesting that they came together, but it's also like a balance of emotions. It's like the blending of ideas. It's a mastery too of the journey. And the Knight of Wands is this interesting energy because it's not this at all. It's like a very fast moving energy, impulsive energy. It's perhaps some of you, whether you're male or female, have had, again, it's very interesting this, because it feels here like you've had some fleeting relationships where you've gone into relationships put all your love in them, but then walked away from them. That's what this energy is. It's like usually like a one night stand energy is the Knight of Wands, but here there's this energy of you putting so much time into relationships and staying and staying and staying and then getting hurt. And here there's it. So it's really interesting. So maybe some of you in this group have had both of these experiences in your life, because you put so much energy into relationship, you're like, oh no, screw that, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna be with whoever the hell I want to be and like prove myself as a woman I am, or prove myself as the man that I am. It's like this proving business, right? That's very male. That's a very like the ego, wounded ego part of the divine masculine, is that like trying to prove to be something better. And they're coming in and they're saying, nah, you don't need to be proving anything to yourself. You just have to be knowing. So I love this balance energy here, because it's the balance of the emotions. So it's like balancing this healing and love and nurturing energy with this fire energy, which a fire energy is leadership. It's like doing things. It's integrity. It's like shining. Right? It's like this identity, this self-identity, this power within you, finding that shine within you. In the Seven of Pentacles, interesting energy as well. So maybe some of you, okay, if you're male and you're watching this, like I said, you don't have to be male. Some of you have felt like you were a bridge between two worlds almost, and that you needed to be the one to create harmony in someone else's life, or you needed to be the one to like, I feel like some people here, this messenger of fire is making me feel like some people here left relationships not because they wanted to, but because the other person wanted it. So they just abided by the rules of society at the moment. Well, if you're a man, then you better be impulsive. And if you're a man, then you better be like uncaring, right? Not sensitive. So I'm feeling that there's this energy here like this. So it's interesting. So pile number 2, you're like you're fighting with each other's energies. Like, we know divine feminine is nurturing and healing, and it's all about emotions, and it's fine that you're like that and you want love in a relationship, but you've gotten hurt in the past because you allowed yourself to give so much. And then this male energy is coming in and saying, he or you almost had to abide by rules that didn't really suit you. Like you did things that because of what everybody else would think, and now they're saying it's time to find that balance. It's a perfect card here for this, because it's time to find a balance between the two. It's okay to be healing and nurturing and loving and being romantic. It's okay to be that, and it's okay to like want to be gentle and affectionate and to be present and non-judgmental as a man. It's fine. Or in this male energy. Let's see what the male has. 8 of Pentacles. Again, it's like a work. Wow, okay. So it's almost like this male energy here is a lot of your achievements, or a lot of that pride is related to work, or you've had to work hard for love, or you've had to work hard for a relationship, or you had to work hard for whatever it is that you're doing, but it's a lot of energy being wasted on things because of what society said was right. So pile number 2 is the message here is to do whatever resonates within you, and to step away from the outer world and what it is that you're supposed to do, kind of thing. And I'm feeling that very much, that here there's a lot of loss of sense of self. Like, you're not being who you truly are, and we need you to I don't need you to do this, but it would be good if you just stepped into your power again. Like, remember that you're completely divinely connected. Interesting. It's to let go of that ego and love who you are, and everyone else will love you for who you are. But first, love yourself. Nothing selfish about it. First, love yourself. Find that balance. Try not to please everybody else. Try to please yourself first. Okay. Wow. These are interesting readings. Okay. If this didn't resonate with you, because again, these are general readings, so if it didn't resonate with you, then go ahead and check the other piles. But also check the other piles, because so far pile number 1 was different from this. All right, so check out my other readings on YouTube, and I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. For those of you who haven't checked out my blurb, this is a balancing of the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. The distinction between them is that this is like inner, outer, like emotions, nurturing instincts, and this is about action. It's doing, creating. So we each have we each have a balance of these energies. We've been weighed down with a lot of ego in the past lifetime and hundreds of lifetimes. So we're trying to find a balance here as we head into New Earth. So I already picked a whole bunch of cards so that we don't have to waste time shuffling. So here we go. Empress. 6 of Coins. Which is interesting because this is a giving and a receiving card. This is receiving and this is giving energy. So, King of Swords. And the 7 of Wands. This is the bottom of the deck. I'm going to pick these at the end. I'm going to first look at each one. The divine feminine, what it is that we need to embrace, what it is that we need to let go of. So 6 of Coins, giving and receiving. King of Swords. Interesting energy, because the King of Swords energy is this very acute understanding of who he is, analytical, very Aquarius energy, so almost rebellious, a revolutionary kind of energy, which is not a very divine feminine energy. So the 7 of Wands is this power energy, standing in that truth of yours, regardless of what people are think or say about you. Again, very interesting energies. So I'm almost feeling this pile number 3, that you are either that you're very strong, you're a strong person, you say what you feel, you don't care what other people around you are saying, you stand in this truth of yours. It could even like greatly affect your relationships because of it. Yeah, I feel like you're people who bring in a lot of money, that you're able to manifest what you want. But I feel like you are people that cause like a stir in your life. You go against the grain. And it's uncomfortable for some people in your life to be around you. But there could also be a group that is not like this, that's completely opposite of that, and they're asking you to step into that. But I really feel like a lot of you on this pile is someone who speaks without filter, kind of thing. That like goes for what you want in your life. So you are almost embracing a divinely masculine energy as this Empress here, which is really interesting. I can't wait to see what these cards are. So you go like it's not that like you as a divine feminine energy you're like a nurturer, and it's not like so like weak, right? They're not. It's like they're very strong. We have inner emotions as feminine energies. We're steadfast in our knowing, which is the King of Swords. But I'm feeling this energy here that there are some of you that picked here that is like almost cold, in the sense that you don't care what people think. They go ahead, they can make fun of you all they want, they could like try to push you down, but you're like, nah, it's not working for me. That's how I feel here. I love it. It's great. Okay, let's see what the bottom of the deck says. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups energy is like happy, harmonious, like in the family life, in relationships, or whatever it is that you have. So, wow, what an energy here. So even in this like steadfastness and this cool and collected energy that you have here, you have a very like this manifestation obviously means that you can manifest anything you want, that you have an ability to do that because of this like boss-like attitude. Okay, let's just see this, and then we're going to bring it all together. So this is Divine Masculine, Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Wow, lots of swords energy here. The Nine of Wands. Okay, that's after. So interesting. The Page of Swords is this like communication. It's finding a way to work with your. It's a creative energy almost. Like interesting energies here. Knight of Swords is this fast-moving energy. It's like very intellectual, skillful, like a brave warrior. Like you analyze before you make decisions. And this Nine of Wands is again it's a contemplative energy almost. You see the wands are here in the ground, so it means of like a battle that was won, but yet you still are not sure of if you won or not, or you're not sure of yourself. So it's like a seesaw energy over here, but a very focused, clear-cut energy. So it's really interesting that you got this all here, because this is all here, right? The swords, where this like you have complete focus. So maybe I'm feeling that if you notice, it's like the energy is like wands energy, is fire and like intellect. So it's your mental, it's your dynamics. You're very you are to, with both your energies, you're charismatic, and you're able, when you enter a room, they're like scared of you, people almost. They're like you have a silver tongue kind of thing. It's like what you say means something, what you do means something. So, but what I'm trying to figure out here is it all coming from ego, or is it coming from a place of love? And I think here there is a lot of ego here, and hence this like you're never really sure where you're standing. If you said this was right, you're not like 100% secure about the words that are coming out of your mouth, even though it seems like you are. The little part of you is like, am I being impeccable with my word? Am I being I'm being forthright, but is it coming from my heart, or is it coming from my ego mind? Ooh, okay, let's see the bottom of this one. 9 of Coins. Oh my god. Okay, so like as far as manifestation here of getting abundance, love, luck, all this is like, it's like a surefire for you. You have this coming in from both feminine and masculine energies. I just feel like there's this energy here that of a little bit of insecurity when it comes to speaking out. So maybe you want to speak your truth. Let's take ourselves in the current now, even though it's a timeless reading. But let's say you're wanting to write something on Facebook or Instagram, but you're hesitant because of what people are going to think about you. What, oh my God, I can't believe you believe in this kind of thing. And then you pull back. Although you're very steadfast on that word. So this is the energy I'm feeling here. And I'm like, as we move into this new earth, it's not about caring about what other people think, and it's not about like there's no right and there's no wrong. It's not about living in these low energies of these 3D energies. It's more about integrity. So it's more about accountability, I guess, for what you say and speaking from your heart. So if you want to say what you feel, if you want to say it, it's fine, as long as you're not judging other people as you say it. As long as you're not coming out as insecure, like you're not insulting somebody, right? This is the change that we're seeing, and this is what we're needing to balance here. So here, I guess they're asking for more, when you're speaking your truth, to be more healing about it. And here it's like there's an urgency and also a contemplation. So it's interesting. There's like a dichotomy happening here. So you're wanting to like prove your worth. At the same time, you're insecure about it. You're struggling. And it's like, nah, forget about these energies. There's no struggle. There's no like urgency of being right or wrong and all this. There's no like having to achieve like greatness because of something. It's just like being, trusting yourself. So I feel like your masculine energy needs to trust yourself a bit more. Trust in your words, trust in your actions. And your feminine energy needs to believe and come from a place like your heart, come from your heart, coming from a place of inner knowing. Because look at this, 10 of Cups, 9 of Coins. What? Independence, like money, abundance, complete abundance here. That's something you don't even have to worry about in this group. All right, so be true to yourself. Watch your words. Be compassionate towards yourself. Be loving towards yourself. With how you speak to yourself, how you speak to others. I think it's beautiful. All right. Like I said to everybody else, go ahead and, if this didn't resonate with you, go ahead and pick out the other 3 piles. All right. I hope I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. For those of you who picked this beautiful Empress and Emperor, which is representative divine feminine, divine masculine. For those of you who didn't listen to my little blurb, this is divine feminine, divine masculine energies, inner, outer, basically like emotions, taking action, healing and nurturing, doing, creating. So I'm going to look at, I've pre-shuffled and selected to avoid wasting time. And we're going to look at what we need to embrace, what we need to let go of. So let us begin. Ace of Wands, baby. Interesting. 2 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles. All right. So Pentacle energy is about stability, about growth, wealth. Ace of Wands energy is this energy of connection to source, connection, divine connection. What it is that she has already. She's divine. She has an inner divine knowing. Interesting energy. So the 2 of Pentacles makes you think that there's like What is it that you're juggling, Path 4? Is there something you're juggling right now? Are you trying to, I'm feeling this energy of some of you who are trying to be everything, right? We've walked away from the role of the feminine energy, which is that spiritual warrior, that essence of love, right? That person that with intuition and faith in herself, and we've walked into this insecurities about our bodies, about the foods we eat, about everything that we do, that we need to be the big boss, and we need to be the best mothers, and we need to be the best friends, and we need to be the best wife, and the best or spouse or partner, or the best of everything, right? And I feel like you're in this, you're here and you picked this because you have this a lot of pressure on you, and that it's not your fault, because it's what society's, how they brought us down. And it's not the divine masculine fault either, but the people that have done these things, that have orchestrated our lives, have praised the wounded ego of the divine masculine, right? They've praised this the unethical divine masculine energy. They praise that the energy of proving, of like achieving to prove worthiness, right? They've held that in high regard, which is not the divine masculine. Divine masculine is all about trusting himself, about not judging others, about being supportive, about being full of integrity, protective. That is the true divine masculine. So anyways, we're talking about this. So I feel like here you are, that divine feminine energy, where like there's that struggle, which doesn't need to exist, because we are this supportive energy. We're here for everyone. We're ready to heal. We're ready to nurture. You know what I'm saying? We can be vulnerable, and it's okay, but we're comfortable in that vulnerability. But right now we're not comfortable in it. So that's where we need to go back to that confidence in our body, that confidence in our emotions. And this Ace of Wands is like power. It's gaining that power back. It's this weaving of this branch is like Mother Nature. It's finding that power, is that bloom, right? Getting that power back within us. Trusting our creativity, trusting our true expression, and stepping away from this neediness and this lack energies and victim energies. This is where I feel like this is pile number 4. You're like struggling a bit because you're wanting to express yourself as you are, and even if it doesn't fit in what the woman of today should be like. But there's no woman of today or yesterday. There's who you are. And if you feel like being a healer, then be a healer. And if you feel like staying at home and doing nothing, then please do that. It doesn't matter what you do. It's how you treat other people and how you treat yourself. So I'm feeling this like a because of this 2 of Pentacles, that you're struggling with this. Like there's an imbalance here of like the old world and the new world. In the old world, where they force us to take on 1,000 roles and be these multitaskers. Oh, we can be, and be so proud of being multitaskers, instead of really actually doing what we are best at, is which healing people. Our partners, our children, our friends, everyone. And just grounded and staying in our power. The bottom of this deck is the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is like your past, is being nostalgic of your past. But you know what the Six of Cups, if everyone has watched me, they know, is remembering who you are. Remembering that person that you were last lifetime, early childhood, 1,000 lifetimes ago, but remember that light that you are. And then you can remember that powerful divine feminine energy that you have, that blooming starts from the seed, which is you, the inner light going inside, finding that innocence again, finding that true love that's inside you, within, without, right? It's this like inner knowing. Okay, let's see what the Emperor has to say with your divine masculine energy side. Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands. Wow, it's a Wands. Wands are like fiery energy, right? It's fire. Seven of Wands is someone who is standing their ground. Again, though, it's interesting because Seven of Wands is like is someone struggling to prove themselves. It's like success is within reach, you know, and you know what you need to do, but what is holding you back? This Four of Wands energy is celebration, harmony, marriage. This is interesting. Oh my God, look at this. And the Eight of Wands is this like fast moving energy. It's like it's time to take action. It's like you're this need to act quickly, and then a solution is going to be made. But maybe, and then here is this like Four of Wands energy, which is like celebration energy. Here, so these two energies here are saying like, it's again this energy is interesting. Like your masculine energy is like again being pushed up against the wall, and oh, I gotta do this, I gotta like satisfy my ego, I have to like achieve greatness so I could prove my worthiness. But no, man, that's not how we achieve the balance of these energies. Not from the struggles, not from like, it's from but trusting who you are. And it's like from trusting also yourself in the actions that you do, is being that supportive man, is being that non-judgmental man, is being present in your here and the now, and not having to act and do things because that's what they said that you need to do, that for you to be a man. And I remember again, it doesn't have to be like you're a man. If you're a woman, that's your energy too, right? It's this like this task has to be done. You gotta move. Oh, come on! Don't think about marriage and celebration. It's more than that. We don't have time for celebration. We gotta always be doing. No, man. Sorry. It's like, no, man, no. This is like, it's such a beautiful ending to this pile, because this pile 4 is like, okay, it's time to get back to who you guys really are, and blending these feminine energies of beauty, allowing, receiving, loving, resting, groundedness, centered back to nature. And the Emperor is again going back to open, loving action, trusting your power. Know that there's love and peace around you. No need for fast action, and you can do action. It's fine. Action is fine. Doing is fine. Creating is fine, but not because of proving something to someone else or to yourself. Not because of ego. Knowing that you love yourself. Shining in that leadership role that you are. Healing others and yourself. Birthing these projects. Or whatever it is you need to do. It's really beautiful. Look at even look at the bottom. Temperance is the bottom of this deck. Wow, man. That's like the balance again. We're talking about this balance of emotions. The Temperance card is like being guided by Archangel Gabriel. It's finding this like spiritual mastery within you. This balance of what you think that you need to do and what is really best for you and for others around you. What can better serve other people? What can better serve you? That is what is needed from your masculine side, and that is again the healing side. So wow, pile number 4. I think it's really beautiful, actually. It's really going back to the light that you are and getting ready for new earth. So stand in your power, stand your ground, but do it because you want to do it, and do it because you believe in yourself and not because someone else. The same with the feminine energy. Hold that stick in your hand because you believe in whatever it is that you want to convey to the world. Or not even to the world. Who cares about the world? Whatever you want to convey to from yourself, from your spiritual self, from your heart. It's really all about that, going back to ourselves. Beautiful. All right, so like I said to everybody else, go ahead and check the other piles if this didn't resonate with you. Every single pile is completely different, so it's kind of interesting. You can go and check the piles just for fun. Also check out my other readings on YouTube, and I'll see you on the next pick a card. I love you.